bowing to murtis and these fire pujas that I showed you earlier, and you can look at my other videos. They do nothing to change all that. So then, on September 24th, the Jethedar of the Akal Takht pardons this Ram Rahim. And he has been accused of trying to emulate Guru Gobind Singh Ji by doing this fake Amrit, many other really very un-Sikh-like activities, and complete biadbi of Gurbani and of the Sikh gurus. So the Jethedar, in an unexpected and completely without any kind of authority, the Jethedar pardons this Ram Rahim. Then on October 13th, Ang's torn from the Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib. And you can see here some of the really sacrilegious and disrespectful acts that were taken against Siddhi Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And then what followed on October 14th, 2 Sikhs die, and many Sikhs are injured by the police attacking Sikhs who are protesting peacefully. You can see here some of the really graphic pictures showing the death of Sikhs and Sikhs marching here, and how the Indian Army trucks flew the Hindu flag over them when they were called out to arrest and stop Sikhs from protesting, peacefully protesting. So it's really the Hindu, pro-Hindu government there in India that is doing these things. Now, getting back to the present day, we have a situation at this Parliament of World Religions where the Yogi Bhajan people are taking a very prevalent position there, we'll say, at this parliament. And you can see here this longtime Yogi Bhajan follower and Secretary General of the Sikh Dharma Yogi Bhajan's group, cozying up with this same Swami who I've pictured there before, that was with Satpal Singh all these times, at this conference. And they're always hanging out there together at this conference. And it shows you the collusion that is taking place, I believe, between this RSS Swami. You can see him here, how they somehow got the front row seats right there at this world conference, and they're sitting right together with the Swamis. Guru Amrit's there on the left with the female Swami, and then Satpal Singh is there with this Muni. They call him Muni Ji. And they're really good friends, and they go to all these conferences. He was at that conference there at that Gita conference I showed you earlier, too. So this is very disturbing, and it shows how this Hindu Vata, like cancer, is trying to envelope and seduce and subsume Sikhi and Sikhs into this Hindu Vata like a giant python. Pythons, they take their victim and they just gulp the entire victim down. And this is what happened to Buddhism in India. Hinduism completely devoured Buddhism, and that's their goal here in just devouring Sikhi and Sikhs. Now you can see here this same Hindu Swami that I showed you earlier, colluding with this Satpal, Yogi Bhajan's son, and he's there on the right, there with these known Hindu Vata terror people. And this is the picture here that was presented in this article, Hindu Vata terror cases. They're back on the rise. And this is more what's underneath that article. It says there appears to be no respite for the National Investigation Agency as more and more witnesses turn hostile in terror cases allegedly involving Hindu extremists. And there he is, right there, that same Swami that Satpal Singh and this Guru Amritkar from the Yogi Bhajan group hanging out with at this World Parliament there. There's been a lot of increase in this Hindutva. They're getting new recruits and trying to have this anti-Muslim message. And they're trying to get rid of Sikhs, because Sikhs are really the only force, the only people in India that are stopping this Hindu menace. I just saw this Hindutva menace, I should say, extreme Hinduism. I should say that I watched a video this morning where a young Sikh was talking about how there was a Hindu reporter at this World Parliament conference, and he told him that the goal of these Hindutva extremists is to completely subsume Sikhi into Hinduism by 2020. That's what they want to do, is completely destroy the pride and the strength of the Sikhs. So he was saying that the idea of these extreme Hindus was to tear these Angs from the Sri Guru Granth Sahib and just fly a test balloon to see how Sikhs would react. And in fact, what Sikhs did is they did protest, but they were completely suppressed by the Indian Army and by the Punjab police. So it's really kind of like the Hindutva people are showing this this test to see how Sikhs are going to withstand this threat from this Hindutva. Now you can see here this same Swami that the Satpal Singh and the Yogi Bhajan people hang out with, meeting with this RSS chief. So there's no question that the RSS has direct ties with this Hindutva Swami there. Now I suggest for all of you to read this article, American Yogis Distort Sikh Scripture. And it will show you the ties that Yogi Bhajan's group has with this Hindu Swami. You can see more of these ties at Yogi Bhajan's Hindu last rites, which were done by the same Hindu there at the Pramatni Kirtan Ashram. And this Hindu wedding that I told you about, a Gurmukhar promoted, and then these Hindu artis, and all this goes on and on and on. So the SikhNet people play right into this Swami's RSS agenda of subsuming Sikhs into their Hindutva, just like a python, like I said. And SikhNet publishes articles about Gurmukh and all of these Hindu practices that she does. This is a Guru Singh who's on the board of directors there of Yogi Bhajan's group. Yogi Bhajan himself did this Hindu puja there with the same Swami. They're his wife. And again, this Satpal Singh, you can see him right there. He's got a tika on his forehead there with this Hindu Swami. Same guy. So I invite you to watch all these videos that I've made up on all of this and study up on this. It's a very interesting correlation about how this is all tied together with Yogi Bhajan's group and this Hindutva agenda. Thank you for your time. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.